Welcome back to Free Will Tarot. My name is Rick. We are definitely going to be doing the Libra and Scorpio collective readings tonight. Hope y'all are doing a-okay. Libra and Scorpio. If y'all are viewing this live stream from YouTube, definitely keep in mind you can always fast forward to the Libra reading, which I will be starting in about 8 minutes. Or you can fast forward to the Scorpio reading, which I will be starting in about a half hour from now. And I need to do the FYP. FYP. Boom. What up, y'all? Libra and Scorpio are tonight. How's everyone doing? Oh yes, Libra and Scorpio tonight. Libra and Scorpio. I know I've got some Librans out there. I know I've got some Scorpions out there. Where y'all at? In about 6 minutes from now, we will be starting the Libra collective reading. Please, no yes or no questions. Yes or no questions are for Sundays. Personal paid readings are for Sundays. What up? Where is my Libra collective? Where's my Libra collective? Funny, I just so happened to look down at the bottom of the deck and it's Justice. I said, here, hello, 10/11, okay. October 11th, yes, I do believe that is Libra. We are definitely going to be starting the Libra collective reading here in about 5 more minutes to allow everyone to join in on the live stream. Hello, Miss Kiki. Hope you're doing a-okay. And then thank you all for the Scorpio collective for being patient with me. We will be shortly after we end the Libra reading, starting your collective reading. No yes or no questions. That is for Sunday. No yes or no questions. We do 2 signs tonight. 2 signs every night from Monday to Saturday. That's Aries and Taurus Monday, Gemini and Cancer Tuesday, Leo and Virgo Wednesday, which was last night. Tonight is Libra and Scorpio. Tomorrow is Sagittarius and Capricorn, and then Saturday is Aquarius and Pisces. Thank you for wanting to participate in yes or no questions, but may I remind you that is for Sundays here at Free Will Tarot. Four more minutes, and we are going to get right on into the Libra collective reading. If y'all are new here, definitely hit that follow button. I so appreciate you. If you are an OG follower, thank you all for all the love and support. What else? Oh, yes. If y'all just so happen to miss out on any live streams in the future, or have to go somewhere else and come back and miss a part of the reading, definitely keep in mind I upload these live streams to my YouTube channel. That is Free Will Tarot Same logo, same title. Free Will Tarot, or Free Will Tarot 2.0. That way y'all won't miss out on any of the live streams or the info in the readings. Libra Collective. What is going on, y'all? About 3 more minutes. Definitely want to give some time for the Libra Collective to hop on in. It said, I'm a Libra too. Megs asked, is my brother going to be released on the 24th of August? I don't do yes or no questions, at least not from Monday to Saturday. I appreciate you wanting to participate in yes or no questions, but that is for Sundays. That is for Sundays, along with personal paid readings. What is the energy between me and Rosie? Not to be a grammar Nazi, but I do believe it's Rosie and I. But also, yes, no yes or no questions. Tonight is for Librans. I said, I'm a Libra. Awesome sauce everywhere. Yes, Libra Collective starts in 2 minutes. Libra Collective reading starts in 2 minutes. Thank you all for being patient with me as I allow other Libras to enter the live stream. And thank you all for the Scorpios for being patient with me. Your reading will start in about 24 minutes, give or take. It said, me, please. Victoria, wasn't you a Scorpio? I do recall you showing up in one of my live streams and wanting to view the Scorpio reading. Oh, Cancer? Okay, that was Tuesday night. About halfway through the video is the Cancerian reading. You're more than welcome to hang out, though. Maybe if you're cross-watching for a Libra or a Scorpio. But no matter the case, one more time, as a reminder, do hit that follow button if y'all are new here. If you're an OG follower, thank y'all so much, so freaking much, for all the love and support. We need to get right on into this Libra Collective reading, though. What does the Libra Collective need to know moving forward? What does the Libra need to know moving forward for the next week ahead as I do weekly readings here at Free Will Tarot? What does the Libra Collective need to know moving forward? Alrighty, y'all. It is 38 after. We're going to go ahead and get 3 more shuffles. A 1, a 2, a 3. Alrighty, if y'all are new here to how I do things here at Free Will Tarot, I'm about to do the bridge shuffle. When I do the bridge shuffle, that is the signal for y'all to send me scissors or anything sharp and pointy of the emoji variety through the comments so I can cut this deck. Oh yes. Here it is. And there it was, the bridge shuffle. Go ahead and send me scissors or anything sharp and pointy of the emoji variety so I can cut this deck. Oh yes, scissors, swords, thumbtacks, clothespins, knives, axes, tridents, sharp cheese, a sharp-dressed man. Every girl is crazy about a sharp-dressed man. I need to stop using that. Any hoosers. Alright, y'all, we're just going to get into this. Thank y'all for participating in such a fun way. We are going to cut the deck with said scissors, metaphorically speaking, of course. Alrighty. Libra, Sun, Moon, and or Rising, maybe even Venus. Here is your situation. Here is the challenge. Here is your person of interest. Here is the similarities or common ground between you both, and here is the possible outcome and or advice. Alrighty. Do keep in mind, Libra Collective, there's no way any of the metaphors I use, any of the interpretations or examples of such of the cards are going to resonate 100% for a singular person out there. Maybe this message this reading will resonate for one or some of you, but there's no way a lot of the metaphors and, examples I use are 100% going to resonate or relate to your life. So do keep in mind that this is a collective reading. Try to take what resonates, leave out the rest, and try not to force this reading to be yours. With that being said, we do have the Knight of Swords in the situation. The Knight of Swords, I usually have 3 examples of why we could be in Knight of Swords energy. All knights in the tarot deck, whether it's Knight of Wands, Knight of Swords, Knight of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, are action takers. They take action. This could be that you're wanting to take action with your communication, swiftly, fast-like, communicating to a person out of example number 1, excitement. Oh my goodness, I haven't seen you in so long. I have to text you. I have to text this person. Let me get a hold of them real quick. Wow, I can't believe I found them on social media. I can't believe I remembered them, after years of living my own life, years of them living their own life. I must reconnect to them, right? That's excitement. Example number 1. Example number 2, it's out of anger. I can't believe this person did this. I can't believe this person said this. Why are they behaving in that way? Why are they expressing themselves in that way? I'm either offended or shocked or embarrassed. I have to give them some sort of piece of my mind. I'm going to give them a mouthful. I need to humble them, right? Out of anger. Example number 3, it could be out of fear. Fear of missing out on an opportunity, possibly. Like, hey, I heard you're dating so-and-so, or I heard you're dating in general. When did this happen? Why is this happening? I thought you and I were talking. I thought this, I thought that. I can't believe I'm losing you out of fear, right? I don't know which example is going to be relatable. We do have 4 more cards in this reading, but with that being said, I do feel like, yes, you're rushing in with communication. You're possibly taking action and have a lot to say, whether it's out of excitement or anger or fear. We do have the Hierophant in the challenge. Maybe you find it challenging to do something traditionally. The Hierophant does talk about tradition, for sure. This could be a spiritual lesson that you find challenging to learn, and or one you've learned in the past but find it challenging or difficult to apply to the present. I don't know how that could relate either, especially if maybe you're rushing in out of fear when you already know and have learned a spiritual lesson of needing to let certain people or certain archetypes of people go. Very possible. It could be you're finding it challenging to practice what you preach, even with the Hierophant. The Pope, let's say, a pastor, a spiritual leader of any sorts, a leader of any sorts. It doesn't have to be spiritual per se. If you yourself believe that if you are to wake up early and get stuff done and go to the gym, that you'll be healthy, you'll be respected, then as long as you're acting in alignment with those beliefs, you've got nothing to worry about. You're living your life according to your beliefs. Whereas, if you are living a double life, saying, oh yes, here's my advice for this, here's my advice for that. What, me? No. I don't work out. Me? Oh no. I don't diet. I don't watch what I eat. Why would I? Oh, but you definitely should. Right? Living a double life, not practicing what we preach. I'm not saying this is 100% what the Librans are doing. This is only an interpretation of the Hierophant in the challenge. Maybe you find it challenging, to practice what you preach. It could be. We all slip from time to time. We do have the Chariot in this person's energy. This person of interest somewhere in your environment is pretty excited. They're ready to go, go, go. Hey, Mr. or Mrs. Libra, get in this chariot. Come on. Come on, get in this chariot. Hop in the passenger seat, hop in the back. Your chariot awaits. There are no obstacles ahead as long as we are so dedicated and motivated to meet these obstacles and these issues or these problems head on. I like where this person is going. I will say, with the Chariot, this is the fastest card in the deck. You are in the second fastest energy of the deck. Knight of Cups, or no, Knight of Swords is the second fastest. The Chariot is the fastest. So, I don't know if y'all are racing towards a goal. I don't know if you're trying to keep up with this person. I mean, something about this could feel not very traditional. Maybe you're finding it challenging to commit to this person. Very well could be. Very well could be. Because this is a commitment as well. It could also be looked at as a wedding, marriage, that sort of thing. But maybe you find it challenging to commit to this long term. Maybe your idea of this relationship was short term. And then the more and more you spend time in this energy with this person, it's like, wow, well, we're actually making stuff happen. And I don't know why it would feel challenging to commit to this person, because there's equal give and take. The effort is spread evenly. I'm going to take action. I'm going to communicate as much as I can, as well as I can. And I hope that you'll do the same. If I scratch your back, I definitely hope you would scratch mine. And this person's like, yeah, I totally agree. Let's make something happen. Let's be dedicated, motivated, excited about the road ahead. Excuse my automotive metaphors. But yeah, this person also wants something to be equal, balance. Y'all, I don't know why, like I said, I don't know why y'all are finding it challenging to commit to this. I mean, aren't Libras all about balance? There's definitely something about this relationship that could balance out the, balance something out in your life. You have the Ace of Cups in the possible outcome and or advice. With the Ace of Cups being in the possible outcome, it could be that you end up having a lot of emotions for this situation. Overflowing emotions. If that is the case, I'm sure you want to give and give and give. The more you give, the more you'll get back, which is good. But also, anytime I see the Ace of Cups in the advice or the possible outcome, the advice I give is always the same. Ace of Cups, love yourself first. If this person is giving just as much as you're giving, y'all are going to need some time away from each other. It doesn't have to be for too long of a time. As long as you are loving yourself and giving them the space and time to love themselves, things can be balanced. That is the advice here with the Ace of Cups. Love yourself first. You can't pour into this person's cup unless yours is full, and vice versa. With that being said, let's get one card from the Sacred Forest Oracle deck to close out this reading for the Libra Collective. What does the Libra Collective need to know moving forward so we can end out this reading? 3 more shuffles. A 1, a 2, a 3. Top card is the card we need. Success. What? What? This can be very successful, y'all. Equal give and take. Tons of emotions. I mean, we have the 2 fastest cards represented by you and then your person of interest. For those of you in the comments asking questions about does this person have feelings for me? Will this person reach out to me? I do collective readings for 2 zodiac signs a night. We're just so happening to do Libra and Scorpio. Thank you for being patient with me. Thank you for wanting to participate. But Sundays are for yes or no questions. Sundays are for yes or no questions. I mean, these readings right here are free if you're into that sort of thing, you know? Tell me your zodiac sign and I'll let you know which day I do the collective readings for that sign. Otherwise, I do yes or no questions, personal paid readings on Sundays, and we're going to read from the guidebook for Secret Spring Success for the Libra Collective. It's number 34. It says, this Libra or Scorpio? This is definitely Libra. And in Scorpio, we will start shortly after I wrap this reading up for Libra. Secret Spring. Success. All things are possible. The more you honor and celebrate the success that you already have, the more success pours into your life. And the more you feel it, the more love, prosperity, fame, and fortune you will have. Act as if and feel as if you are wildly successful, and even more success will develop. Accept that you are already thriving. You are, and the more victories will emerge. If a situation seems to knock you down, get up and take a moment to explore what you learned and then keep going. In Celtic tradition, secret springs were magical. Water was the source of life, and in their legends, mystical beings would emerge out of the springs and later return through them. Fairy queens and mythic heroes were said to have emerged from the springs, and these sacred well springs are a place to commune with the divine. Good fortune blessed those who honor the spirit of the secret spring. What up? Lindsay needs a coffee. Yes, I definitely can do a quick recap after I read that card. In the situation, Knight of Swords, the Libra is definitely communicating fast, taking action, fastly, swiftly. There's definitely something maybe out of excitement. I want to say it's more so out of excitement. It could be out of fear, it could be out of anger, but I'm not feeling that with the rest of these cards. Mostly excitement. With the Hierophant and the Challenge, maybe you find it challenging or difficult to commit to this. Maybe you find that it's not so traditional of a relationship. Maybe you find it challenging to want to get married to this person. Maybe there's a spiritual lesson you are failing to apply to this situation. I'm not sure what that is. It's going to be different for every single Libra out there. But do keep in mind these are only examples of the interpretations of the cards, especially since this is in the reverse. I read all cards that I pull in the challenge as reversals. I don't know why you would find it challenging to commit to this person, but they're excited. They're dedicated. They don't see any obstacles in their way. They have no fear. They're ready to mow over any obstacles, including fear. I did mention that both Knight of Swords and the Chariot are the fastest cards in the deck, metaphorically speaking. And it almost felt like you both were like in a race, almost. Or maybe you're trying to catch up to this person in the Chariot, like they've gotten a lot accomplished and you're over here like, whoa, let me try to keep up with you. I do feel like this is a really healthy relationship if you can keep it balanced, keep the effort and the actions that you both take towards each other. The effort that you put into this relationship will be reciprocated. It's going to be balanced. I pour into your cup, you pour into mine. However, with the Ace of Cups, yes, I'm sure there's a lot of love pouring out of your cup for this person, for how much they've helped you balance things out in your life. No matter how challenging you might feel this is to commit to them or to agree to a marriage proposal, maybe, the advice here is to love yourself first. Love yourself first through this challenge to commit. Love yourself first, and then you can pour into their cup, as I'm sure they don't want to keep pouring into yours and keep pouring and keep pouring, keep giving and keep giving and keep giving, and then possibly feel like they're being taken advantage of, right? And possibly in the end kick you out of their chariot, right? Definitely pour into your own cup, love yourself first, and this can be balanced. Also, this can be successful. As long as you are enjoying the feeling that you're having now, try your best to stay in that feeling. Don't self-sabotage by going back into past emotions or wondering, well, what if the grass is greener elsewhere? No, the grass is green where you water it. The grass is green where you take care of it. If everything feels successful right here, right now, pour into those that pour into you. There's a reason why your exes haven't shown back up. There's a reason why the ones that you wish would apologize haven't yet. They are on their own journey. They had their own specific time to be in your life to teach you lessons. Be grateful for those lessons. Try your hardest not to harbor any resentment or hold any grudges. Let it go. That shit's heavy. The lighter you are in this new relationship, the better. Keep that feeling of success in this relationship, and it's going to bloom. It's going to sprout. Alrighty, y'all. I think that's the recap. I think this is what I have here. I hope it was, at the very least, entertaining, at the very most, informative. Y'all have to let me know how it turns out for y'all in the next week, as I do weekly readings. So maybe I'll see y'all next week, next Thursday. Do keep in mind, I upload these live stream videos to my YouTube channel. Definitely go subscribe there if you know 100% that you're going to miss out on my live streams, right? I upload them just for that fact. Rick, I missed out on the live stream. Can I have a recap? More than likely, I'll do a recap, but in case I'm too far into the live stream, I only live stream like for an hour, y'all. So I try to get a half hour for each zodiac sign, 2 zodiac signs that within that hour, you know, and once that time is gone, I have to go on to the next zodiac sign or I have to end the live stream. So keep that in mind. I won't always be available to do a recap. That being said, we must shuffle these cards back into the deck and start the Scorpio reading. Libra Collective, if y'all are new here, definitely hit that follow button. I definitely would like to see y'all next week. Thank y'all for all the love and support, and thank y'all for all the love and support to the OG followers. Thank you so much, y'all, for keep coming back. Scorpio Collective, it is time. Oh yes. I've got a Scorpio moon sign. My dad's a Scorpio. My nephew's a Scorpio. I jive well with Scorpios. For the most part. I have an ex that's a Scorpio. Well, a couple exes, but I don't really count the one as an ex. What up, Scorpio Collective? Where's all my Scorpio brethren, sisterin, brothers and sisters? My Scorpio family. What up? We are definitely going to start the, let's say 3 after. 3 after sounds about right. 3 after for the Scorpio Collective. 3 after, yep. What does the Scorpio Collective need to know moving forward for the next week ahead? What does the Scorpio Collective need to know moving forward for the next week ahead? Make sure this deck is good and shuffled. I try not to get any repeating cards, but sometimes it happens. And it definitely happens that the cards want to fly out the deck. Pick me, pick me. No. I'm very much a perfectionist when it comes to how I shuffle, how I pull the cards. Right? There's no do-overs, especially on live stream. Oh, someone doesn't like their reading? Tough titties. No do-overs. No take-backs. I pull the cards, and that's the reading. With that being said, it is 3 after, y'all. We need 3 more shuffles. A 1. A 2. A 3. If y'all are new here, I am about to do the bridge shuffle. The bridge shuffle is the signal to send me scissors or anything sharp and pointy through the comments. Of the emoji variety, of course. And then, yes, I will use those emojis to cut the deck. Alright, here it is, y'all. The bridge shuffle. There it is, and there it was. TWAS twas. Oh yes, go ahead and send me scissors or anything sharp and pointy of the emoji variety, and I will cut this deck. Let's say about 5 after? Yeah. 5 after seems soon enough. We don't want to wait a whole minute, a whole 60 seconds. Come on. I've already made y'all wait a whole 30 minutes. 5 after. Oh yes, more scissors. Gimme, gimme. They're mine. Whoa. Pizza quesadilla? Come on now. Come on now, that's cheating. You can't change the subject and expect me not to read the comment. Y'all, they said yes. They said pizza quesadilla. Yes. 5 after. Oh yes. The sword. So we can cut this deck. Thank y'all for participating in such a fun way. Here we go, cutting the deck. You have to try them out. Winky face. All right, I shall. With that being said, y'all, let's get into this, shall we? Scorpio, sun, moon, and or rising, maybe even Venus. Here is the situation. Here is the challenge. Here is your person of interest. Here is the similarities or common ground between you both. And here is the possible outcome and or advice. Alrighty, Scorpio, do keep in mind, there's no possible way, well, I'm sure there's a possible way, but there's no way that a specific singular person out there watching this is going to resonate 100% to all the metaphors, all the examples of interpretations I use of the cards. I mean, I come up with some pretty crazy metaphors, but we won't get into that. Scorpio, what I'm trying to say here is take what resonates, leave out the rest. Try not to force this reading to be 100% yours based off of, you know what I'm saying? If it is yours, awesome. Claim it. But if something is just not like jiving, then don't force it to be your reading. With that being said, we are starting the Scorpio collective reading out with the Hermit card in the situation. The Hermit card in the situation. This tells me the Scorpio collective, sun, moon, and or rising, maybe even Venus, for all I know, could be isolating themselves, trying to find wisdom, trying to find truth, trying to guide themselves through possibly a dark period of their life. Could be. Maybe there's a problem or an issue that they're trying to solve. Maybe there's a problem or an issue that keeps coming back up, and you're wondering, well, how did I solve this in the past? Is it going to be the same solution from the past, or is it going to be a different solution because it's a different person? Maybe same archetype of a person, but it's definitely going to be a different solution because it's a different person. I hope that makes sense. I hope I'm not losing y'all just yet, but no matter the case. The Hermit card does tell me that, yes, you're trying to find wisdom by going within. Introspection, soul searching, getting rid of all the noise, all the distractions from life, from people, places, and things. Maybe putting your phone down, just thinking, meditating, soul searching, like I said, introspection for sure. Trying to find wisdom and truth through a dark time. I'm not sure if it's that extreme, but I mean, who am I to judge? We do have the Page of Pentacles. Okay. We do have the Page of Pentacles in the challenge. Usually, yes, you did miss the Libra reading. I will be uploading this live stream and the Libra reading and the Scorpio reading to my YouTube channel, though. So if you are subscribed to that, you can definitely watch again, rewatch. So yes, that goes for anyone. If you just so happen to hop into my live stream either late to the Libra reading, late to the Scorpio reading, because it's bound to happen if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel. If you're subscribed to my YouTube channel, you definitely can go back, rewatch the videos at any time. That's why I do it, because I know it gets, yes, a little bit irritating when I'm showing up trying to be, you know, the rock for y'all, a rock in y'all's life, a point of stability for y'all to keep returning back to. But then if someone else isn't doing that for me, then it's like, well, either tough titties or I can actually do something about it. I can post them to my YouTube channel, which is what I definitely do. With that being said, though, we must move on with the Scorpio reading with the Page of Pentacles and the challenge. I do feel like it could be challenging for you to set your ego to the side and be a little bit flexible and learn learn something from this person. When you're doing Aries, like what day so I can get on. I did the Aries reading Monday. Aries and Taurus are Mondays. Gemini and Cancer are Tuesdays. Wednesdays are for Leo and Virgo, so on and so forth. Tonight is for Libra and Scorpio. Zach, if you are subscribed to my YouTube channel, then definitely check it out. I already uploaded this week's video, this last Monday's video for Aries. What time Monday? About 40 minutes ago is when I live stream every day. 40 minutes ago. Set an alarm, y'all. Set an alarm. We must move on to the 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, to be specific. 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But yes, we got to move on. With the Page of Pentacles and the challenge, I'm wondering if the Scorpio collective is finding it challenging or difficult to sit down, learn something from this person. This person could be very wise. This person could be very experienced. Yet, the Scorpio could definitely find it challenging to set their ego aside and learn something from this person. Which makes me wonder, how successful is this hermit mode if we're still in our ego, not wanting to sit down, not wanting to listen to this person, not wanting to, learn a little bit from them, not wanting to be a little bit flexible. This person doesn't know what they want with this situation. Maybe this person is juggling responsibilities. Maybe. It very could be. Adjusting to changes in their life, maybe even. However, my favorite interpretation of this card is weighing up the pros and cons. Weighing up the pros and cons. This is a decision they're needing to make in regards to the Scorpio. And it's almost like, well, the Scorpio, I like that they're able to reflect. I like that they're able to go within. They have no problem with isolating themselves from people. They love themselves. They have such a depth and understanding about themselves. I love that about the Scorpio, says this person. However, they also have a Scorpio tail. They also have that stinger. And their words can definitely sting at times. But where do those words come from? Why are those words said in the first place? Does this mean I have to take accountability for my actions, for the words I say? Because, words that are spoken, no matter if from a Scorpio or not, can sting. If used, what's the word I want to use? Irresponsibly? Yeah. If you are just spitting out dirt, spitting out trash, not being classy, then, it makes sense why the Scorpio collective would definitely, isolate themselves from you. You gotta have a little bit of class for the Scorpios. But, no matter the case, no matter the examples, there's pros and cons about wanting to have a chat with the Scorpio. There's pros and cons with investing in the Scorpio. And this person is wanting to weigh those pros and cons out. I do feel like you both are optimistic, though. Your energy being the Hermit card. Yes, you're wanting to isolate because you don't want no drama. You're focused on being optimistic. You're being positive. You just want to be happy. You want to remain in that feeling of happiness. You want to look to the future with optimism. Your future is bright. Wear the sunglasses. We need sunglasses. Our future is so bright. Same as this person. Yes, while they're weighing up the pros and cons about investing into the Scorpio and this connection with them, that is, if this is a romantic relationship you're questioning, or whatever the case. This person, yes, while they're weighing up the pros and cons about investing in the Scorpio, they're also optimistic. They're also looking towards the future, saying, yeah, we could definitely have a happy future. Even if it's boring, old, let's isolate. Let me isolate myself from this person. Oh, let me weigh up the pros and cons with this person. There's not a whole lot of togetherness if we're isolating and weighing up pros and cons. It could be then that while you're waiting on this person to make a decision, this person, whoever they are, may end up boring you. Like, okay, well, I'm not going to wait forever. I've got things to do. I've got a comfortable environment to tend to. My garden, that is my comfortability, didn't become comfortable on its own. It didn't become comfortable overnight. I, the Scorpio, put effort into my home, into my hobbies, into my business. I, the Scorpio, put effort, time, money, energy, effort into what you see that makes me so comfortable, that makes me so secure, that makes me so stable. Yes, there are a lot of fruits of labor that I've grown and that have blossomed and come to fruition for me, but this took time, and I'm not just going to allow someone to be in that Two of Pentacles. Should I stay or should I go? Should I stay or should I go now? I'm not going to allow that for too long. Take your time, for sure. What's the rush? For sure. Weigh up the pros and cons, however long you like. But I'm over here safe, secure, stable, comfortable. It's not anyone else that you have to compete with over me. It's my security, my comfort, my stability you're going to have to compete with. I'm comfortable being alone. I love myself. I love my own company. If that's a threat to you, then that tells me that you aren't comfortable with yourself. I can be optimistic all by myself, but I mean, sure, I'd love to share, my happiness with someone else also, especially if we have the same interests. Right? It could be with the Nine of Pentacles that the advice here is to maybe stay single for the next week. It doesn't have to be that you stay single, but also tend to your garden, the garden that is your life. If you feel like this person is only going to try to put you in that same energy of, oh, I don't know, and it's like, well, yeah, this person isn't looking too wise. So maybe you do find it challenging to sit down, learn from someone when you have your own guidance that's going to lead you towards not just feeling like you're in happily ever after land, but also seeing it in your physical environment. This person doesn't have to rock the boat. They can, if you allow them. We all have free will. Keep that in mind. But yeah, this could be the advice to tend to your own garden. If this person is so enthralled with the should I stay or should I go, should I invest, should I not, I don't know. The Scorpio has so many pros and cons to them. Allow them to, rock their own boat. There is a boat there in the background. You've got stability to take care of, to tend to. The garden that is your life, your comfortable home, the fruits of labor. With that being said, I have one card I need to pull from the Sacred Forest Oracle deck. What is that card we need to see to end out this reading? If y'all are new here, definitely hit that follow button. I so appreciate you. Thank y'all for all the OG followers as well. To the person that said, bro, you are so on point with this. Sometimes these readings scare me with how accurate, I see myself in them. Because, I know I have Scorpio Moon. Last night's 2 readings for Leo and Virgo. I seen myself in those, and it's hard for me not to sometimes. Said I'm late, dang it. Hey, no worries. I know you are subscribed to my YouTube channel, so definitely look for it in the next 4 hours. Definitely look for this live stream to be uploaded to my YouTube channel in the next 4 hours. Alrighty? Kissy face jello. Kissy emoji jello. Alright, we need 3 more shuffles for this oracle card. Said for show. A 1, a 2, a 3. Top card is the card we need to see to end out this Scorpio collective reading. Flow. Yes. What have I been saying? There is a certain flow to tending your garden. I didn't say that per se. But go with the flow. This person isn't going with the flow. If anything, they're rocking their own boat, sabotaging this, taking way too freaking long to, should I stay, should I go, should I invest, should I not? Oh no, the boat's rocking. I'm not in a peaceful state of mind. If it feels right, invest. If it doesn't, then don't. But don't overpromise. Don't future fake. That's all the Scorpio asks. Don't lead me on. Because I'm sure the Scorpio will feel the difference. But yes, there's a certain flow. And I feel like this person is definitely self-sabotaging. And you don't want to have your stability be rocked. So yeah, just go with the flow. If this person wants to invest in you, they will. If not, they won't. We are going to read from the guidebook. And I'm sure it's way more than black and white. It's going to be different for y'all's situation individually. Meandering pathway, flow. I do find it to be crazy that we have the Hermit card and then y'all see Gandalf in this meandering pathway. How crazy is that? And they're even facing the same way. Cray cray, if you ask me. That's cool though. Number 24. Meandering pathway, flow. When life presents you meandering path rather than a straight shot to a goal, you can feel frustrated. You might bemoan the fact that the path seems aimless and roundabout, and that you can't see what's ahead. On the other hand, you can just enjoy the voyage. If life right now seems to have some sinuous curves, bends, loops, and turns, don't despair. All is as it should be. This card is suggesting that you relinquish control to the path forward and just see where it takes you. You don't have to have all the answers to succeed. You don't need to know what tomorrow holds to have an astounding future. Simply sit back and enjoy the ride. You'll get to exactly where you need to be for your highest good. Yeah, just go with the flow. Let this person rock their own boat. You've got a comfortable home. You created security for yourself. What more could you ask for? Obviously a person to share it with, but in its own time. In its own time. As long as you stay positive, stay optimistic, the more you stay in that feeling, the more you are going to attract more of that feeling. We always need to stay in the present, not be so anxious about the future, not be so depressed about the past. It's the present. What about the present moment? What about your life presently? Can you enjoy and give gratitude for? Because you're going to get more of it the more you give gratitude for it. Yeah. Stay in the flow, y'all. I've actually been learning to go with the flow. My brain always wants an answer. Freaking same. Freaking same. And y'all, just because I, as a tarot reader, seem to have all the answers, most of the time, I feel like I don't necessarily make it up as I go, but the cards give me at least hints or nudges. You know, hey, 1 + 1 = 2. That sort of thing. They give me ingredients. I stir the pot. I create a I create a storyline, and I just go with the flow. The flow I am speaking of, obviously, is that creative flow. Spot on for you? Okay. Yeah, I get into a creative flow. What's the word I'm looking for? A something flow. Is it a creative flow? Is that what or I get myself in the flow? Something to that nature. Y'all get what I'm saying. I get into this like creative flow, like if any of you are musicians and you get into this flow where it's like, whoa, I have an idea and I just add on to that idea, and it keeps adding on to, it keeps getting added on to, if I can freaking talk. And then before you know it, the song is completed, and it's like, how did all that happen based off of just one little idea? You are in the flow state. That's what I was looking for, the flow state. I get in a state of flow, a flow state with these readings, and yeah, I don't always have the answers, but the cards allow me to go in the flow. So yeah, with that being said, y'all, it is 29 after. I must end this reading. I hope you got some sort of informative experience from it, maybe entertaining experience. Do keep in mind, I will be uploading this live stream to my YouTube channel. Definitely make sure you are subscribed to it so you don't miss out on future live streams, future readings. Sundays are for personal paid readings, yes or no questions, that sort of thing. Tomorrow night, we will do Sagittarius and Capricorn. Thank you all for being patient with me. All right. I hope to see y'all sometime between now and the next Scorpio collective reading, or maybe a personal paid reading on Sunday. With that being said, much love, y'all.